Hi, risk adjustment operators, innovators, and learners. Welcome to another series of the Hills Academy Risk Adjustment Made Easy, the Medicare Advantage Kind learning series. I am your host tutor, Dr. Prince Bewa. It is a privilege throughout this month. We've been continuing on our learning series on the Medicare Advantage years. And it's a privilege again to see you all here joining us this Wednesday. And we thank you. We know you could have done so many things, but you've tuned in here to learn with us, and we appreciate you being here. If you have not subscribed yet, I will invite you to subscribe, to like, to share to anyone that the series might be useful to. We will go on our lesson for today, which is on the Medicare risk adjustment years. We've been doing that for the past month and also for this month, and the corresponding cheat sheet for this series is the Medicare Advantage Risk Adjustment Basics 2.2 Risk Adjustment Years. And I always say, when I started on my risk adjustment journey, one question that I wish I knew to ask whenever people talk about risk adjustment years was, which year are you talking about? We've learned about payment years, data collection year, submission year, and many other years. If you haven't seen them, I would really encourage you to look in the description to links to all the series that we've been covering and the years that we've been covering. And please go ahead and watch them to learn with us. This week, we are going into submission year. And submission year is simply the year associated with the date risk adjustment data is submitted to CMS. With the examples that we've been learning from, for example, Miss Jones and Mr. Clark, which we've been using again. And from that example, we've learned that if a service that is provided in 8/20/2022, the service year is 2022 here. We learned that that goes into payment year 2023. And the calendar year of the service year is 2022. And if this data is submitted to CMS on 1/12/2023, then guess what? The submission year is 2023. So the submission year is the year associated with the date that the data was submitted. The same here for Mr. Clark, and we'll use Mr. Clark's example too. For a service year that happened in January 4th, 2023. So the service year is 2023. And it's associated to payment year 2024 because of the service year that this encounter record or risk adjustment submission is related to. And the calendar year for the service year is 2023. And therefore, if this record submitted as an encounter data record or chart review record risk adjustment data is submitted on April 8th, 2023, then the submission year is 2023. And I hope this makes sense easily. And you start to see the relationship between service year, payment year, calendar year, submission year, and all the data years that we've been discussing and learning about. I hope this is very helpful. Where do we see submission year? Where do we see submission year? And I have two examples here, like always. If you look in the Phase 4.0 MAO4 report user guide, and you look through the user guide, you will see service year being used. For example, in this table, which is in page 10 of the user guide, you can see service year here. You can see payment year here. You can see the deadline, risk adjustment deadline. So that corresponds to pretty much the date that you need to submit. So submission year deadline. And then there's the submission date. So 2019 is here, and therefore 2019 is the submission year associated with this record that is being discussed here. Another example that I have here, which if you look into the encounter data submission and processing guide, you will see often used as the deadline, data submission deadline. Data submission deadline is referring to the submission year associated with that. And you'll see that over and over and over. Risk adjustment data submission deadline it is referring to the submission year, the deadline for that submission year. I hope this video was also helpful because we discussed about submission year. This is very important because it affects the deadline here that you need to submit data to CMS, and we hope this is helpful. As always, if you haven't downloaded the cheat sheet that goes with this series, it is the Medicare Advantage Risk Adjustment Basics 2.2, which of the years, and you can always download that from our website, and I will quickly navigate to there. You go to our website, thehealsacademy.com, and if you go to our website, you navigate to resources, and you go to the Medicare Advantage Risk Adjustment Basics 2.2 Risk Adjustment Years, and you can click on either one of them, which is going to open to you a resource that you can download. Also, if you have not also downloaded the Heals Academy signature gift, this is available for you to download free of charge. It is From Chaos to Clarity, the essential Medicare Advantage Risk Adjustment Data Source Comparison cheat sheet. Once you click get, it's going to take you to a page, and then you can quickly download it. Thank you so much for joining us for this week's Heals Academy Risk Adjustment Made Easy. And please, please, please make sure you're subscribing, make sure you're liking, make sure you're sharing. And we hope this is helpful for you as you understand risk adjustment in an easy way. Thank you so much, and we hope to see you next week. Bye-bye for now.